This is going to be a combination video because the video I made earlier of the mower that had a tree growing through its handle, I did replace the handle the upper portion, and made some repairs to it and put a new carburetor on it and cleaned all the wheels up and cleaned the mower up and ended up selling it. So I don't have the finish of that last mower that I rescued, but trust me, I got it running with a new carburetor and got a new handle on the upper to replace the one that was damaged. And the previous owner had turned it into a push mower by removing the gears on the front wheels, and sometimes I do that. You know, if it's hopeless to try and to try and save the self-propelled feature, if the transmission's broken, or it's just not worth it. So you could just turn it into a push mower. So he had done that before I ever got it. The gears had been removed, so it was a push mower. So what we're looking at now is the next mower in line that was part of the barn find, and this one is a Troy built as well. I've cleared a lot of the debris off, believe it or not. This is an improvement from the way it was. And I've removed the kill switch so I can determine if the mower has compression. And I'm going to turn this so you can see it right there. You can hear that. There's the tension and then the release, so it has compression. I was hearing a kind of a funny sound. Let's see if it's still there. Well, let me get that out of the way. Okay, that's all it is. It's just the magnet. The magnet is attracting the metal part of the brake as it comes by. See, it goes, zip. If I let this go, the magnet pulls it in. So sometimes that's the source of the clunking that you get on mowers when you're trying to repair them. This thing has been in the barn for many, many years, as you can tell. There's not much room for the dogs to come out and grab the starter cup. There's cobwebs all around the arm that clears the automatic choke out of the way, and it's frozen because the carburetor's got so much gunk in it. I may be able to get that to move just by spraying some carb cleaner in there. Let's see if that works. I mean, if it does, it's just, I'm still going to end up having to replace the carburetor. I'm convinced of that, because it's got super old fuel in it and all that. But sometimes if you spray right here, oh, came back and got me in the face. Hang on a second. Puh. Gotta have my glasses on. A little there. I'm gonna hit some up top too. This is a new can of carb spray, and there's a lot of force on that. All right, so I'm gonna just start wiggling now. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Let that carb spray kind of work in there. May want to spray some up top here too on the upper part, right in there. Ugh. Damn, stuff's going everywhere. Okay, I'm just wiggling now. I'll tell you, it's starting to move. Okay, so the carb spray has now gotten this thing to function like it's supposed to. And what happens with this is the muffler gets hot, and this thermostat controlled arm goes like this, whoop, and it clears the choke out of the way. So that's how that works. And it's got the original spring. That little thing right there is like gold. Don't lose that. You can see the gunk right here on the inlet. of the carburetor, which tells me it's going to be full of old ethanol, screwed up fuel. I think the self-propelled may work, because when I squeeze this, watch this cord move. Did you see that? It means it's engaging. That means the cord is not rusted shut, and so maybe it'll work. But I've really got my work cut out on this filthy old mower. This is the wrong plug. I don't know if you can see it, that number. See right there where it says J17. That is wrong. You need a J19, like this one right here. Here we go. Let's see. It's got a bunch of gunk on it, but let me spit on it. See if that'll clear it off. Okay. What you need is a J19 LM, not a J17 LM. Okay. So there you go. So I'm going to replace that plug. The gap on this may be okay. But I've definitely got to clean all that stuff out and finish sweeping this thing off. I mean, it's ridiculous how dirty this thing is. I think the oil is probably dirty, because when I checked it, it looked like there was some gunk that had kind of fallen down in there, so I'm going to be checking that. So let me show you. Oh, I've already thrown the air filter away, but this is what it looked like. I'd say that's not good. A lot of dirt on that guy. And I'm not sure why this wheel is so worn and that one is not. I mean, maybe that one's been replaced and this one hasn't. I don't know. I haven't checked the teeth on the inner part of this to see if it's even got any teeth. Sometimes they just get worn down to nothing. And let me show you what's underneath. I'm going to tip this back and put my tool chest on it. That's going to hold it down pretty well. And see, it's the blade is not in bad shape. I smell gas. Must be coming out of the carburetor. Wow, look at that. There's a lot of old gas in that carburetor. You wouldn't think they'd hold that much, but they do. It was full. Drip, 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 drip. So anyway, that's all going to come off anyway. I'm sure it's just totally messed up. But I wanted to show you the blade. It's been hit or installed wrong because it's almost perpendicular to the adapter. The blade is supposed to be just like the adapter is that way. Okay, so when you tune back in, I'm going to probably have a new carburetor on this mower, and we'll have checked to see if it's going to start or not. All right, pretty exciting. See you on the next one.